Why, hello. I didn't see you there. Do you want to come collect some free water with us? Let's go check it out.
We are going to be putting in gutters, and we needed a few tools, a few screws and things like that. So we have these two bags of stuff. We have the downspout pieces, the gutter holes. I guess they're also downspout pieces. A nice big level. This is specifically gutter sealant. Lots of screw thingies, hangers. I think they're called gutter hangers. Technically gutter screws, I don't know what the difference is. End caps, and some tin snips that we will be using. So this water container is a 300-gallon tank that was effectively salvaged by our neighbor. He wasn't using it, so he gave it to us. Here, when we're installing the gutters, we cut off a little section so that we can slide one piece of gutter into the other and create a nice connected piece without having to use additional pieces and a bunch of gluing. These tin snips are okay to use. They get the job done. There's probably a trick to it that we don't know. We had a really hard time getting straight cuts. And then we seal the two together with some sealant. This is specifically gutter sealant. We made quite a bit of a mess. On the next section of gutter that we make, we will likely do a bit cleaner of a job. We drilled a couple holes in the back side of the gutter to put in a couple gutter screws to hold the two pieces together firmly, in addition to the sealant. We moved on to attaching the downspout. The first part of that is actually getting the hole on the gutter, and you can see here that kind of messed up. We messed up and put it on the inside when it should really go on the outside. So we spun it in the wrong direction, had all the sealant on the wrong side of it, so decided to go grab the spare and put it on correctly before the rain came in.
This is a bad idea.
So you can see here, putting the sealant on the inside of the downspout piece, hooking that on and swinging it on around as it should.
This is Diamond. She's one of our neighbor dogs. She also has a cameo in our moving in video.
The last part to putting the gutter together is putting sealant in the slot of the end caps and putting the end caps to finish it off.
So we did a thing that I thought it might be a good, maybe millennial learning moment opportunity.
Sometimes doing what's important isn't what you want to do. I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to talk about this right now. But I know it's important and could be important to other people. So being transparent with, how this stuff progresses is important to me. Sucks to talk about this. Get some real talk. We are not perfect.
Nope.
Nobody's perfect. Going into this project with the gutters, I watched a video on how to do it, how to put gutters in. Of course, this person's probably far more experienced, is a professional, and will get a good result. That person also probably understands you shouldn't try and put a gutter up right before it's going to rain.
Lightning storm.
This project is a great example of how everything that we're going to do is basically a learning experience. It can be absolutely frustrating. I was fuming. Real talk, it's okay to be upset. Trying to be very mindful of keeping my frustrations to myself, but also being allowed to communicate them. And that's like a really tough thing to do, and especially within like masculine culture. Like expressing your emotions in anything but violence, whether it's emotional, verbal, or physical, is very like present within like masculine culture, and it really shouldn't be. Being masculine should be able to handle those sorts of emotions and process them properly. And it's not even really a masculine thing. It's really just a human thing. Allow yourself to experience the emotions and process them, because they will come out. If this first attempt is a failure, meaning materials are used in a way that they can't be repaired or reused or something like that to achieve the same goal. Worst case scenario, we just buy more gutter material. It's not ideal, but it's really very material in consequence. What the main source of emotions are around this is it's an ego thing. It's about completing the project. It's not about completing it in an hour.
Was it fun?
No.
No.
This is all intended to be enjoyable. Being very aware of the circumstances is really key because you want to set the stage for success, and success in our case is to enjoy it, to be happy and be proud of it. So this is us trying to put it up the first time, and we realized that it wouldn't work very well, and we had to pre-drill some holes because we have metal in front of our fascia. Once we got all of that up, we went ahead and started putting them all in, screwing in all of the gutter hangers, and getting the gutter up bit by bit. Once we got it all the way up, we measured how far from the downspout into the water collection tank. The hacksaw makes a bit cleaner of a cut. It's a lot noisier. And then we drilled a couple holes in the downspout connection, put a couple gutter screws into the downspout, and realized we had made the piece a little bit too long. With a little bit of finagling, we were able to get the gutter downspout piece properly into the collection tank.
Then we just had to wait for it to rain.
So this is me checking the water going in. It was a small trickle, but it was really cool to see happening when the first rain came through. And we collected from the first night, we got 80 gallons of water. And the water will come out that valve right there, and so we're going to test it right here, and it had a very awesome flow rate. 80 gallons of water creates a bit of pressure, and you'll see in here that the water is super clear. And after the next night of rain, we collected another 100 gallons for a total of 180. I am super proud of this gutter. I think that it felt really shoddy when we put it up, but after having 2 rains and collecting 180 gallons of water, I'm very, very proud of it, and it shows, like, it just feels like one more step toward our goal. Like, it was a very significant milestone that I didn't really realize.